Uh, are you ruled by the book? Um, this is a question I've been putting because there are many reasons to do so. So one of them is how people identify themselves and always see one only way to formulate the way of thinking, unless we are talking about of this annihilation that is a bit, of course, in a way, the communism idea. So I'm talking about the self. This concept is used basically all the time in every situation. But again, I'll explain later the difference, the different reasons to take this in different ways like or different natures. First, the spiritual way, which has to do with the self. When we think everybody has its own body, so to realize spirituality, it's always a matter of personal situation. So here you have the self, and so in another hand you have the spirituality itself, which is the same to everyone. I mean, the nature. You see, here we can say is the common in human nature. And then there is another thing that is in the world matter, where there is a common interest and a private interest. So here you have again the self, the person, individual, and the common, which is the social interest. And again, the common don't make here the mistake of thinking that is something about belief or something like that, doctrine. No. The common interest, again, has to do with human being, nothing more, nothing less. And so, common interest and social interest is the same interest and has to do with human being, not individual. You see? So, here we have the situation. Then, of course, there are many things we can point at this point. I mean, things like duality. You can think of, I don't know, many things. Masonic pillars, the doctrines, left to right, female, male, and so on. And here you have things like male and female are simply completely different natures. And so what a human being should do is respect nature. But you see, the system, satanic system, uses the duality exactly to dominate human being. And so men are being I don't know, so you know, they do anything to put down the men. And in many ways, one of those ways is the agenda, the gay and lesbian, of course. But there are others like, and of course, women are also being played in many ways, from lead to use certain clothes, makeup, using shit in their face, and, well, poison, of course, but in every way they want shut down the the critical thinking, and this has to do with man, of course, and explore the fragility of women, and so they use women to put down men and so on. I already talked about this, but, it's been something. Well, moving on. Rule it by the book. This is something. From ideas like has to do with self, of course, like the identification around from tastes to costumes or so. People are led to think about themselves as some kind of thing, like what you are, a doctor or this or that. So that is not what they do, is what they are. And you see how people are manipulated. And so, in every way, people are led to cultivate only the body, forget completely spirit. See, this is the satanic world. So, people need to live in a way like, okay, life is to be enjoyed or something like that, by things like conquer some shit, a new car, this or that, feeding the ego, pleasures from foods to alcohol, sex. So life is to enjoy with some shit. You see, food is like a drug. Human being doesn't need to eat, but human being has been led to eat and then eat shit and more shit. And as I show you in the last video, who day by day, more and more shit. And so, you see, with this you can see people are completely fucked up. Sorry, my language, you see, I'm not ruled by the book. Yeah, people, you can see in YouTube, usually people are still feeling the need to prove something, to show their thinking, their idea with credibility. You see, they are ruled by the book. They are afraid to just keep themselves with the truth. People seems to doesn't know the truth, need no defense. You don't need to defend the truth. Truth is not to be defended like a theory to be believed. Truth is not to be believed. Truth is our nature, is to be realized. You see, and here is the thing. Human being is the reason to everything. And it was supposed human being live for a spiritual life. But you see again, human beings have been led to ignore completely what that is. So people really have no idea what that is. And that is something. You see, an example. Of course, they know and they don't want you to know. And so they create every type of illusion, like religion. An example. At least Christians have something called cross sign. It's it's like Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, something like that. You see, this is pointing something that people don't get it. This is pointing our cross that is around pineal gland. We have kind of cross inside, but this is not a matter of metaphysics, meta words. It's not physics. It's I can't go further here. Sorry, but it has to do with sense. And this is, of course, is to be realized. and to live is so. Well, I see day by day more and more people around the idea of spirituality. It's a good sign. But I hope I can see more right now, tomorrow. You see, this is not something. This is the thing. And you see, in meantime, I saw people still ruled by the book. Things like around the religion, the book, Bible, God. What is God? You see. And in meantime, they are doing what they want. They are keep on with their agenda. You know, they are preparing chaos. They are making chaos. They are preparing things like global chaos, global economic chaos around property, of course. What else? You see China with the ghost cities, and the speculation is everywhere. Nobody seems to take the lesson on 2006. You know, the crisis. We have crisis. Nobody remembers that. Still, well. So, everywhere you can see this will be right in the next, I don't know, days, next month, right in very few time. So, the United States have the dollar crisis. Oh, so long ago, no one saw that, no one cared. But that is blowing. So, and of course, property crisis, and you know, everywhere, Australia. It's only schemes. It's only schemes, and of course, the main hand here is the bank system, and then the tool for speculation, which is the sales companies, and of course everybody is led to the same, the individual interests and so on. Everybody wants more. Everybody part in the speculation. So, you see, everybody are still ruled by the book, so within Matrix. And then I see people with the idea of like living out of Matrix, illusion again, of greed. So, again and again, the same. I don't know what can I say more. I want to help more, but how? Just to finish. Don't forget it. The system is a satanic system, and you can understand this very simply, because it is a representative system. So you are not a kid the belief has nothing to do with the consciousness, on the opposite. And so there is no legitimacy. Again, if you are ruled by the book, legitimacy is no. Cannot be represented. No. You cannot consent be represented. There is a nature in this which is about duty. You cannot be represented. There is responsibility. You cannot be represented. There is a will. There is a power. There is so on. So you cannot be represented. So legitimacy only exists in participation. I mean, citizen nature, citizen participation. So here you are again. You need to identify yourself. This must be clear. There is only one way to have legitimacy, which is social contract, and to defend what should be construct and defend, which is paradise. So, again, identify yourself. I did this see the symbol. So this is simple. This means Holy Trinity, participation, legitimacy, and sustainability. Then life on earth and paradise. That's it. So simple as that. So use it to identify yourself. Use it. You need to identify yourself. If you are so in the street, whatever, you are just a person. If you don't identify yourself, you will be identified as within Matrix. So, is that what you want? Be a satanic bacteria? I don't think so. So, think, rethink. You see, David Icke, yeah, I guess, yeah, he said something like, people are saying they are awakened, but the thing is, they are not awakening, they are awakening. It's a process not finished. And yeah, the thing is, awaken it and or awakening from what? For what? For what? I repeat, for what? You see, still, okay, awakening, but still ruled by the book. Oh, that guy wrote a book. Oh, that guy has a channel TV that he shows something. Oh, look, he down, right? See? Yeah. Really, you need to wake up. Now you can see what for, why and what for. So now it's up to you. So until next one, keep well.